Hello friends, good evening to all of you and welcome to my YouTube channel Sanjeev Patsala. Today I would like to analyze a beautiful play written by William Shakespeare. So first of all, you have a patience to listen to me analysis of a Hamlet written by William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare's Hamlet is one of the greatest tragedies in the world literature. It is a play about revenge, morality, ambitions, madness, and the struggle of human beings with their own thoughts and emotions. The full title of the play is The Tragedy of Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. So, now listen to me here. Introduction. The story takes place in a Denmark. Prince Hamlet is deeply shocked after the sudden death of his father, the King of Denmark. Soon after the king's death, Hamlet's mother, Queen Gertrude married Claudius, Hamlet's uncle. Claudius is Hamlet's uncle. Hamlet's mother get ready to marry to Claudius. Hamlet feels betrayed and disturbed by this quick marriage. One night, the ghost of the Hamlet's father appears and reveals that Claudius murdered him in order to seize the throne. The ghost demands revenge. From this moment, Hamlet's life becomes a tragedy, struggle between actions and hesitations. Main themes: revenge, appearance versus reality, madness, corruption and decay, death and mortality. Morality. And Hamlet as a tragic hero. First of all, now I would like to say about the revenge. The revenge is the central theme of this play, guys. Hamlet wants to punish Claudius for the murdering his father, because at the beginning time we understood that Claudius' father was murdered by his uncle. Hamlet's father was murdered by Claudius, his uncle. However, unlike ordinary revenge heroes, Hamlet does not act quickly. He thinks deeply about morality and justice. He wonders, is revenge right? Sometimes he thinks, will killing Claudius make him sinful? Can violence solve evil? This delay creates a tension and finally leads to the tragedy. Appearance versus reality. Many characters hide their true intentions. Example, Claudius appeared to be a good king, but he is a murderer. Hamlet pretended to be mad, but he was not actually mad. He only pretended to be mad, but he was not mad. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern pretended to be the Hamlet's friends but secretly spy on him. The play shows that truth is often hidden behind appearances. Madness is concerned. That's here. Madness is another important theme. Hamlet acts incensed to confuse others and investigate the truth. But as the play progresses, readers wonder whether his madness becomes a partly real, or Othelia's madness, however, is a genuine. After his father's death and Hamlet's rejections, she loses mental balance and eventually dies. The contrast between the Hamlet's pretended madness and Ophelia's real madness is very important. As far as corruption and decay concerned, here the kingdom of Denmark symbolizes moral corruptions. Hamlet says something is rotten in the state of Denmark. This famous line means that the evil and dishonestly have infected society. Claudius' crime destroys not only the royal family but also the entire kingdom. Death and mortality. The play constantly discusses death. Hamlet thinks deeply about the meaning of life, the fear of death, And what happens after death? The graveyard scene and Yorick's skull symbolizes the temporary nature of human life. Hamlet as a tragic hero. According to Aristotle's theory, a tragic hero is a noble person with the fatal flaw. Hamlet's tragic flaw is overthinking, indecisions, and excessive reflections. He understands situation intellectually but struggles to take actions. His hesitations allows a tragedy to grow at the end. Hamlet dies, Gertrude dies, Claudius dies, Latrace dies. Thus, the play ends in complete destruction. Characters analysis as far as Hamlet. The Hamlet is intelligent, philosophical, emotional, sensitive. He is a different from the traditional heroes because he questions everything. His famous soliloquy, to be or not to be, shows his near conflict about life and society. Hamlet represents the modern human beings who struggles between thoughts and actions. Claudius is ambitious, manipulative, politically clever. He gains power through murder. However, a Shakespeare does not present him as a completely evil. Claudius feels a guilt and fear, especially during his prayer scene. Gertrude, Queen Gertrude is a loving but weak. Hamlet feels disappointed because she marries Claudius too quickly. Some critics believe that she is innocent. Other think she silently accepts corruptions. Of Ophelia symbolizes innocence and emotional suffering. She is controlled by her father Polonius, her brother Latrace, and male-dominated societies. Her tragic death represents the destruction of purity in a corrupt world. Important symbols: ghost. The ghost symbolizes revenge, hidden truth, and the unrest of the past. Yorick's skill. This skull reminds Hamlet that all humans die, kings and common people become equal in death. Poison. Poison represents a corruption and betrayal. The murder of King Hamlet by poison spreads a symbolic poison throughout the Denmark. Literary importance: Hamlet is important because it explores the human psychological deeply. It represents the realistic emotions, and it raises universal philosophical questions. The play influenced modern literature, psychology, philosophy, and drama. Many later writers and thinkers admired Shakespeare's understanding of the human mind. At last, I would like to conclude. Here I would like to tell conclusion of this part. The Hamlet is not only a revenge tragedy but also a philosophical explorations of the human existence. Shakespeare presents a world filled with the uncertainty, corruption, pain, moral confusion. Hamlet's struggles between the thought and actions makes him one of the most complex characters in literature. The play teaches us that the excessive doubt, moral conflict, and corruption can destroy both individuals and society. Because of its deep themes and unforgettable characters, Hamlet remains timeless and continues to influence its readers all over the world. So, guys, if you want to search and learn a lot of things from this Hamlet play, you also can learn a lot of things by own. So it's my request to all of you, you try to be interested in studying either any things, either the studies you are studying, studies are part of natural things or literature or science or anything, but it's your duty to study anything to be a peaceful person in your society. And if you study more and more, definitely we can get a lot of information. So it's enough for today. Definitely I'll come back by telling you something special. Now stay tuned. If you are new watcher, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Dear to all of you, Jai Hind.